Hi, this is Eric from the Back Mountain page. I'm here with Jim at Camp Orchard Hill. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So this is our first time here, and it's a lot to take in. It's a lot more to offer than I ever expected, and it's only a few minutes away from where I live. So if you just want to give a little bit, background about yourself, and then we can kind of jump into everything else.
Sure. Yeah, we've heard that a lot, that this place is the best kept secret in Luzerne County, and we're trying to change that.
Right.
So thanks for helping us change that today
Definitely.
with this video. The camp has been here since 1972, and it has served children, youth, and families from our area since that time. In the early days, more of the church groups that came, but now we've opened it up to anyone who wants to come. There are tons of activities throughout the year, all year round.
Right, and there's many large buildings to handle large amounts of people here. So you handle families and children. There's many different events and camps, and
we do.
Touch on that.
Yeah, I'll give you a rundown. We're just finishing up our winter program for children and youth groups from churches, and they come in January, February, and into the middle of March. We'll go into our spring retreats with a father and son weekend, a Memorial Day family camp, and then we'll go into our summer camp programs. Our summer camp programs are both overnight and day camp programs. Our day camp is fully inclusive, so we have special needs and typically developing children together in the same program. And that'll run all the way from the end of school this year, June 17th, until August 23rd, so 10 weeks of day camp. 8 weeks of our overnight camp programs for children ages 8 to 17. And in the fall, we do men's and women's events. And while that all is going on, in addition, we have in May and June a lot of school field trips, so field days. A lot of the area school districts do their end-of-year field trips here.
Right. So this started, in the Back Mountain, and then it just kept expanding, and now it's a really large.
It has. Our day camp program started with just kids really from the Back Mountain community, and then expanded into the Wyoming Valley. And now we have kids that come from Scranton, Mountaintop, Tunkhannock, Clark Summit, and all the areas in between that. So it's quite a large group of kids.
And you can do so much here, and you have so much, so you offer things to do for groups and also like the local community. So there's that mix here.
There's, in addition to the group events that I mentioned, or any of the camps that I mentioned are open to anybody who wants to attend. We also do Parents Night Out, kids-approved Parents Night Out programs where parents can drop off their children for 3 hours on a Friday once a month. And the kids love it. Usually the kids are bothering mom and dad to sign them up again. Yeah,
it looks fun. There's so many cool things to do here. If you want to, when we drove into here, we saw the awesome rock climbing structure outside. That looked really fun. And in the background there's this huge pond here. So if you want to give a general idea of all the things to do here.
Sure. There's last count somewhere over 40 activities that people can choose from. For those who are adventurous, you mentioned the climbing tower, the giant swing, zip lines. There's a Woodward skate park. There's street hockey, bubble ball suits down in our rec center, an indoor climbing wall there. All the sports that you can possibly think of that take place. You mentioned the lake, so canoeing and boating and fishing. We have something on the lake called the Blob, which is a giant airbag.
Oh, wow.
And somebody crawls out to the end of it, and then somebody jumps on the other end.
Oh, wow.
And so kids love that. And when I say kids, kids of all ages.
I would love that. There's the rock climbing and everything. There's so much that I was even interested in. So I can imagine kids really love this place, and they come back year after year, and
They do. We see a lot of kids that come back year after year. A lot of our camp counselors that are here in the summertime were kids that came to camp. So campers that become counselors, and we love that. They want to give the same experience that they had as a child to another child, and so it's a fantastic program. We have a leadership counselor and training development program that helps facilitate that.
And, people probably don't know how large this is. 140 acres, you said?
140 acres. with activity everywhere. We hear a lot of times from parents, they want to get their kids out of the house, out from behind playing the video games or watching TV,
right.
and that you can definitely do that here at camp.
And so we're sitting in the banquet hall, and this is another thing that you offer. This is two floors where, food service, and then, the lower end is like auditorium, and it's open to the public.
It is, yeah. This facility we built in 2016, and so it's the area's newest banquet facility. We've done a lot of sports banquets at the start
right.
here, and it's a great spot to do that. You can have your meal in the dining area, and then down on the lower level is a beautiful meeting space with video, lighting, sound, all the capabilities right. that you need to do a great end of the year celebration of your sports season.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely it's a safe environment for kids because you have a lot of staff, on hand, but it's also a very fun. It's not, just like, very conservative. The rock climbing, there's just so much to do here. It's really fun.
There is, and this summer we'll hire about 125 seasonal staff that will come work for us right. and help us run our summer camp program. We expect to serve over 2,000 kids in our day camp program and about 1,300 in our overnight camp program.
Right.
So over 3,000 kids will be on site this summer to enjoy all the activities that we've mentioned and the traditional things too that we didn't mention. We have a
right.
Olympic-sized in-ground swimming pool.
Wow.
So they love that. There's a water slide that goes down into our lake. There's archery and some of the traditional camp. When you think of camp, archery and some of those kinds of things, like I said, over 40 different activities that kids can choose from. And we do everything by choice, so that they get to choose each day what they want to do. And in a given week, they can try 20 different things if they want to. And it gives kids a great opportunity to explore and make decisions.
Right. And you're not too far from downtown Dallas. I live off of Lower Des Moines, and it's only 8 minutes for me to, come down, and you're located on Orange Road.
Right, 640 Orange Road. Our website, camporchardhill.com, has directions for people that are a little further out. The GPS has actually worked now. For a while, we had to put in the latitude and longitude coordinates so people could find it. But we're really not that far. It's less than 10 minutes from the Dallas School District, and you're right here at camp.
Well, I'll post links on this post for the video, so people can access more information because there's so much here to take in.
There's a lot of things to do. I know I haven't mentioned everything, but our website has a complete listing of all of our events, and they're all open to the public. We would love to have folks come out and experience Camp Orchard Hill. We love to serve people. Right. We're always looking to meet the needs of our community and our families. And we've said many times that we want to help parents raise better children. And so we can do that through a variety of programs and ways to help people throughout the year and serve and meet their needs.
Well, thanks for running a wonderful camp in our local community, and thanks for having us today and sharing some information so it could get out there to the parents.
Thank you. Thanks for allowing us an opportunity to share with you what's happening here at Camp Orchard Hill. And please give us a call if you have any questions. The last thing I'll mention is we do have an open house on May 5th from 1 to 4 p.m. So if you've never been to Camp Orchard Hill and you would like to see what's here, as you said, when you came driving in and you saw 140 acres and all the things that are happening.
I was blown away, right.
It's a lot to take in, so we would love for you to see it too. May 5th from 1 to 4 p.m. We'll be serving a sample of our food here in this facility in our the Lakeview Terrace dining facility. And you get a chance to experience some of the programs that are happening around camp and meet our staff and meet some of our camp counselors. So please come and join us.
Oh, definitely. It's snowy out right now, but, we'd love to come back when it's nice and we could check out all the different outside activities.
That sounds great. Yeah, we're ready for some warm weather in summer, definitely.
All right. Well, thanks for having us again.
Thanks, Eric.